live?
Yeah, I'm throwing your mic and camera.
Do I have headphones?
No. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lee's live stream number 2. Lee, you want to talk into the mic?
Hello.
You're number 2. Heck yeah. We're cooking, everybody.
We are here.
Hawks are in. Let me adjust the clock really here. 17:55.
We might be like a minute behind. So
But if so, sync up your stream with us.
yeah, sync up your stream. Don't complain. Just pause. Your early morning game, Rager. What's up, dude? Good morning, or early afternoon, I should say. We're a little sleepy over here, but we're getting into it.
Here we go.
All right. 1750. Let's see. Bertuzzi, maybe a penalty there. Delayed call coming on Philly. Nice shot from Martinez from the point. The Blackhawks are going to be going to their first power play of the game. Dudes, what's up? Let's go, boys. This is fun. I'm excited. Got a whole game, a whole Blackhawks game to watch with you all. Let's get this power play to work. I don't have too much action on this one. Tassos, I didn't even tell you this. I ended up putting just $25. I took Bedard's over 2.5 shots on goal. So boys, I'm praying for some Bedsy shots on goal here. All right. Tavo and Vlasic passing it back and forth. Tavo just got pushed up against the boards. Donato fighting for it. Nice. Over to Bedard. Got some space. Let's see. Let's watch him back to Vlasic. Over to Tavo. Vlasic, wrist shot from the top. Oh, big deflection. And Philly clears the zone. Minute 30 left on the power play. Yo, what's up, Ryan? How you guys feeling this morning? It's 10 a.m. for Rager. Yeah, shout out all of our West Coast viewers. That's pretty nice. Just waking up, throwing on the Blackhawks. I don't hate like matinee morning hockey. I really don't.
No, me neither. I love it.
Yeah, like especially if I'm not working, it's like the best thing ever. I don't have to wait till 7 o'clock.
Or especially when we are working it, like these games.
Yeah.
Like this is nice.
Oh,
not
yeah.
having it be
Yeah. And having the rest of
9
it. Come on,
o'clock.
Betsy.
Oh!
Yeah! Oh!
Almost went in.
Oh, Bedard almost squirted that one through. Well, oh my gosh, what a horrible giveaway. Philly's in on a 2-on-0. And what a stop by Mrazek. Oh my gosh. Up and...
Should have given it right back to him.
Wow, that was... Whose pass was that? I wasn't even paying attention because I was so locked in on that. No, but who was the turnover? Sick as a dog, but woke up for the Hawks game. Ryan, make sure you're getting some water in you. Taking some Tylenol. Don't leave your bed. Just watch some Blackhawks hockey. I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. All right, we got 8 seconds left on this power play. Philly wins the puck. They are in transition again, a 2-on-1, and they just missed. I think Philly's had the better chances on that power play than we did. Hall carries it in the zone. Maroon shot wide. Are you doing a little post?
Yeah.
A little posty post action? All right. Power play over. Philly's got the puck. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the commentary. Obviously, I don't know enough Philly players just by their numbers. So obviously I'll be calling the Blackhawks guys, but I don't have like a, I didn't practice calling a Philly game before this. Forgive me. All right. The Foligno line out there, getting some zone time, some pressure. And never mind, right as I say that, Philly clears. And again, TJ Brody getting absolutely dog walked. Great save by Mrazek. Another one. Gosh, our goaltending's so good. So good. Everybody in here, if you wouldn't mind, just like the video right now for us. It's just, I hate begging for it, but it's just a little thing you guys can do to help us out, and it goes a long way for us, so we appreciate it. Let's see this stop that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think he just missed, honestly, on that 2-on-0. I don't think they got the shot off. Oh, and it was, Michkov was dancing on Brody. Michkov is disgusting, I have to say. That rivalry is going to be, the Bedard-Michkov rivalry is going to be a fun one. I obviously am not listening to the audio from the broadcast, but I'm sure they're bringing it up every single time you see either of those players.
I don't know if you heard me and Justin on the pod yesterday, but we did talk about that for a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, like, because I saw there was the Hockey News article.
Yeah.
Talking about Michkov not Michkov, Bedard and Celebrini being compared. And I think it's more Michkov that he's going to be compared to.
Yeah, I think you're right. Another great stop by Mrazek. Dude, I love Mrazek. He's not like one of those, he's not like the goalie that's just like super fundamentals, no funny business. Like he's a wild boy. Was that a turnover by Bedard? Yeah. Oh boy. Mrazek is just playing possessed. I think Philly has 6 shots on right now, and 3 of them are just grade A. All right, we got to tighten this up a little bit. But maybe the message is, hey, go play offense. This is more fun to what, like, we're giving up these opportunities, but the Bedard opportunity, like, I'll take that. I'm okay with it.
I didn't realize the Flyers sent down that Anthony Richard guy to the AHL because they activated Cam York off IR. So that guy's been really good for them since they called him up. Richard, good player.
Did you guys? I think I texted it to you guys. That Ottawa insider saying that something might have to give over there, and they might, instead of moving off of a coach or a GM, they might move off of a core piece.
I think that's a off-season, summertime kind of move.
Yeah.
From them. But I don't.
What would you throw at Brady Tkachuk
to get him?
Yeah.
From Ottawa?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like it.
What is it?
Kevin Korchinski, Frank Nazar, and a first-round pick, at least.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah.
I've literally said on the podcast before, I don't think there's a single player in the league I would rather the Blackhawks make a move for than Brady Tkachuk. That's like within reason,
I wonder if there's a way you could throw in Seth Jones in there. Jones, Korchinski, Nazar in a first?
I think they've had, I think some of their conversations are about, because
they got a lot of left shots, so I don't know if they really want
contract.
Kevin Korchinski.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be Levshinov. I don't know.
That one would be a little harder. I think Brady would be your guy, though. That's just like...
Yeah, and then Connor Bedard's never going to be captain.
Who can? I mean,
I'm just kidding.
He would.
He
Still would. But I mean, Brady is, is built for playoffs. Mrazek deadline bait or keep him? I think they're going to keep him, especially since they paid him. I think it'd be more like, I mean, dude, have you guys seen Soderblom's? I know he was horrible last year, but he's 1-4. But I don't know if you guys seen that guy's save percentage. I think he's at like a 921. I think you'd be more likely to, I think you'd be more likely to see him moving. I don't think Kyle Davidson doesn't like to make decisions and then go back on them, if you guys have not noticed. So I don't think that he would move him, but I don't know. I think we have a bunch of players that, I think there's going to be a market for Taylor Hall. I think the same for probably Alec Martinez, a veteran shot blocking defenseman. Ryan Donato, What's up, Justin? Bedard goal drought is ending today. Delusion. Dude, he had that really good opportunity. He's already got a shot on goal, I think. I would love for him to score, especially against Michkov.
Soderblom has a 926 right now.
Oh my God. That's a better save percentage than
He's still 1-4-1.
Yeah, I know, which is bad. But I mean, it's obviously not his fault. No. If you're putting up an absurd percentage like that on the worst team in the league. I think that guy, I think he could. Oh, Lucas Reichel has looked so good. He had the least amount of play time in the game against the Panthers. And besides Bedard, he's been our, I feel like our best offensive. Philly came in. Another good stop by Mrazek. We're on the break here. No, it's Pat Maroon. He's not going to. Oh, maybe Smith. Ooh, Maroon is just so slow. All right. Our the Unk line in with Lucas Reichel. I really have to say I have liked the way Lucas Reichel has looked the past few games. With what he's got, with what he's been given, I think he's looked really positive. Bedard with the steal here. Dickinson going to work. I better see Anderson on his horse every time they're in the offensive zone. It's like you are getting the gift of a lifetime playing up on this first line. All right, he just made a nice play. Nice pass by Dickinson. Work it over to Bedard, maybe. Shot from the point goes wide from Nolan Allen, I think. Yeah. Allen's got it again. Bedard working it down low. No, it wasn't. Anderson's got it against the boards. All right, some good offensive zone time from that line. It's what you want to see. Ooh, Blackhawks with 2.33 goals a game, 31st in the NHL. Gonna be hard to move Hall, $6 million. I don't know. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of teams that might really want a guy like that.
Edmonton, New Jersey.
Yep. Buffalo.
Maybe. Sabres are in a playoff spot as of right now.
Yeah. I think there definitely could be. Especially if we retain a little bit.
You get another team to retain even more.
Yeah.
Suddenly 6 is 1.5.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen. I'd be shocked if it doesn't, quite frankly. All right. Mikheyev getting to work. Murphy. Wrist shot from the point. Goes wide. Bertuzzi hit someone. Nice. Wins the puck. Good battle. Donato fans on a shot. Philly's going to break out here maybe. Hoists the puck in. Murphy retreats. Puck beyond the net. 9 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first period. All right. I mean, I'm loving the zone time we're having this game. We're at least possessing the puck, and we're not just playing defense all game. But Philly does continue to keep breaking out here, which scares me a little bit. We break the play up. Nice defensive work. I don't even know who that was. Donato gets tripped up, maybe? Steps on a stick. No call. Okay.
It's Alexei Kolosov in net for the Flyers. That's the young Belarusian kid.
Yeah. I feel bad, guys. I do not know enough numbers on Philly.
I mean, to be fair, like they do have some random players on their team.
Yeah, they do. They've got some no names for. Oh, Reichel just tripped on his own 2 feet, and now Philly are on a 4-on-2. Oh shit! Oh shit! Nice.
Honestly, it's more on the back end. They got
Give it to Reichel.
go.
Oh, he should have just taken it himself. Nice play though. What a goal! Oh my God, Lucas Reichel! Holy shit! What a play! Man, he has looked unreal. What a play that was. Great pass by Maroon. I mean, you cannot... I don't know if you could find a bigger discrepancy in speeds in the entire NHL from two guys on the same line in Lucas Reichel and Pat Maroon. But, I mean, what a play by those two. Maroon trying to hop on his horse to keep up. What a pass and what a goal. Right, did I not just mention it 3 minutes ago, how good Reichel's looked? What a goal. So well deserved. Let's go. Fire me up, boys. Reichel, boom. Everyone up in chat, please. Everyone up. Everyone up. Love to see that. Now let's see Bedsy get to work here, shall we? This is fun. We're playing offense. Is this not more fun? Well, yeah, we've given up some really good opportunities. I'm having fun. All right. Philly's got the puck in the zone. Let's not get scored on here. Nice save, Mrazek. Another nice save, Mrazek. Gosh. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, how are the shots still 5 for Philly? They've had like 30. Nice block from the top. Ooh, I think that hurt Dickinson. Stung him a little bit. Bedard wants to break out so bad. All right. This line's playing a little bit of defense. Vlasic's going to get to work in the boards. Nice. Uh-oh. Nice stick lift by Bedard. Get it out. On your horse. He's tired. Get off. Yeah. All right. Bend, don't break. Obviously, we want to see that line in the offensive zone, but bend, don't break. Man, he needed that. Bang. Let's go. Yes, sir, boys. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Another nice save from Mrazek. Diving play by, I don't even know who that was to get that out of the zone. Bertuzzi. Ilya Mikheyev, defensive juggernaut. Puck deflected up and out of play. 6:55 left in the first. Going to commercial break. Look at our handsome boy, Lucas Reichel. Look at our handsome Kraut. All right, let's go. Good first period so far. What do you guys think? A little more open this game, right? I love it. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'll take a little more offense for a little less defense. We're the worst team in the league. He needed that, boys. Now let's play him more than 10 minutes today, you know? Like, it's okay, you know, if he is struggling a little bit defensively. He's looked so good. Reichel, I'm talking about. Reichel has looked so good offensively. Let's play him more than 10 minutes a game, and maybe we'll score a bit more.
What is that?
What? I wasn't.
Did you see the commercial for that thing?
No.
It was like a Keurig, but for cocktails.
Ooh.
Like you put in the pod in there, and then you press the button, and out comes a cocktail. That's insane.
Might need a couple of those.
It's the next CHR giveaway.
Yeah.
It's the Keurig that makes cocktails.
We should. Weren't we talking? Oh wait, I think can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know okay.
Oh, just because you're playing with them.
Sorry. There we go.
You good?
What were we joking about? I think I said something about like we were talking about giveaways. I was like, oh, we could do stuff here. And you thought I was talking about things in your apartment. And you were like, well, Like, guys, imagine we just start giving away Tassos's like furniture.
Yeah.
Next on the CHR giveaway list is this table.
It's Tassos's college diploma. Framed.
Signed by the entire CHR crew. That's so funny. Gosh. Showing Reichel just gets me a little excited. All right. I think we're returning to play here. We win the draw. Bertuzzi going to hoist the puck out of the zone over to Mikheyev, who has a really bad pass to Foligno, who had some space. I mean, Mikheyev, obviously defensively responsible player. Not so impressive on the other side of the ice. All right, we dump the puck in. Bertuzzi going to get to work here. Mikheyev with some room. Oh, nice pass, Bertuzzi. Oh, Foligno had a few too many. Michkov working in on, is that Allen? Now Bedard, please. Yes, sir. I wouldn't mind that either. I'm glad. I've been meaning to check. I think he's just got one shot on, but how does ESPN say that Bedard doesn't have a shot on goal?
Would you bet him having 2?
Over 2.5, so 3. But that shot that almost squeaked in, how is that not a shot on goal? It's weird. I might have just gotten screwed on that. Nonetheless, it's not important. All right, Philly hoisting the puck out of their zone. I mean, we gotta admit, we've looked. They have more shots on than us, but I feel like, been the team that's kind of dictating play a little more than they have.
I guess that shot hit the post, and post don't count as shots on goal.
Oh, it hit the post. Damn.
We can't hear here, so we don't know that it hit the post.
Yeah,
we didn't hear the ring off the post.
We have no audio cues over here, so please, when stuff like that happens, let us know. We appreciate it. Nice.
Shoot
this
it.
Line getting to work again. Reichel with another shot on goal. Give it to him. Rip it. Oh. Sorry, I got excited there. Reichel had another good shot on net. This has been our best line today, obviously. Reichel just dominating right now. Let's get to work again, shall we? Craig Smith looking for Reichel. Just going to take a shot from the point. Easy glove. Gosh, this line. Keep him out there. Let him play all period. All right. Going to another commercial break. Or not. NHL tonight. It's almost like keeping a line together for the entire season actually creates chemistry. You might be onto something there. I don't know what we might need you to coach this team. Oh, that's Brian Harris, the GOAT alias. My boy Will.
Oh, that's the guy you met.
Yeah, it's the guy I met at the game.
You guys should have got a picture together.
I know, I fucked up.
Next time.
Yeah. Right when he left, I was like, dude, I should have fucking had my sister take a pic of us. Throw up on the story, CHR gang in the house. Dude, Reich, Smith, and Maroon they look so good. They look so good. And you're completely right, though. It's they've been playing together, for so many games in a row. And it's like, yeah, now they're starting to click. They know it works for them. Who would have thought that when you play guys together? Yeah, we're gonna try to start going to games a lot more. This winter.
December is a big month for the CHR crew.
Yeah.
Justin in town.
Yeah.
Winter Classic, maybe. You don't have tickets yet. Justin's the only one in the gang that's got tickets already.
You don't have tickets either?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I thought they were going to go down, but they have not. They have, in fact, gone up.
Reichel's cooking. Let him cook.
But But big month, December.
Yeah. Honestly, it helps that they're playing Philly, but you can't even say that. We're the worst team in the league. Like, every team is better than us. So it's not like you can't even say, oh, it's just this team for the Blackhawks, you know? Because it's like we've been terrible. So anything is, yeah, we just want to see some good hockey. But yeah, Will, to answer your question, we are going to definitely be trying to go to more games. And I am sure a decent contingent of our Chicago followers are probably season ticket holders like yourself. So we'll definitely try to, let everybody know ahead of time when we're going so that we can, meet up. And
did you just dox him as a season ticket holder? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I just cleared the thing. My bad.
Time.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. That's all right.
421, 420. Nice. All right, let's get back to work here. We got this fourth line out again, thankfully. He knows. I mean, shout out Luke Richardson. Just keep rolling this fucking line now. Was that icing? Yeah, keep these guys out there, right? Who cares? I mean, I want to see some Bedard shots just for my wager, but I can't be selfish. We need to let Reichel cook. Shots are even now. Philly's got more shots, I swear. I think they're tweaking. I guess a couple of those really good opportunities, I think they missed the net on. We just don't know because we don't have audio.
Move your feet.
He's an old man. He's trying.
So this podcast that I listened to, shout out macrodosing for any fellow macrodosians out there in the audience. They were talking in a couple episodes yesterday, 2 days ago, of they were talking about John Stockton and how I think Chris Paul at one point said about John Stockton that the home people that like the home stat keepers would inflate his home assist numbers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's a thing. Like that was totally a thing in hockey and in other sports too, of them, boosting things like hits.
So that's how Gretzky did it.
No, I don't know that it was that, but things like penalties called and hits and because a lot of those statisticians in the arena are employed by the team. They're not employed by the National Hockey League or the NBA or anything like that, right?
Oh.
So, but I don't think you can get away with it as much nowadays because like this game, for instance, like they're not screwing with the shots at all. Like maybe they could be, I guess, but they're not because everybody's watching this game, right? And people are betting on it.
Yeah.
Unless there's some people out there that think it's all doxed for the home side.
No, I think they do some funny business. All right, 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first period. We've got the Bertuzzi, Mikheyev, Figgy line out. Oh, no, it's Donato out there. Murph, puck in behind. I mean, this is now our top defensive pair, obviously. We've talked about it a little bit. Murphy and Vlasic. Every once in a while, before I go to bed, I'll look at Cap Friendly or Puckpedia, it is now, and just look at that Vlasic contract and just go to bed happy, knowing how good he is and how good he's going to be and how little we're paying. That should get Blackhawks fans excited. All right, let's win the puck back here, boys. Philly playing with it a little bit here. Oh, it's Nolan Allen trying to volleyball spike the puck out of the zone. Ryan Donato's going to dump it in, and we're going to go for a line change. I think we got our fourth line back out again. Let's see the boys get to work. Oh, I don't know what happened there. A little stream lag. All right. What's going on here? Oh, okay. It is funny having no audio and trying to like guess what's going on in the broadcast.
And guess what's going on with the timer too?
Yeah.
Like the worst is when they don't put the face off on, like they're flashing to somebody on the bench and then they go back and the play's already started. So I missed the drop of the puck.
Craig Smith, nice play. Oh, misses the pass to Maroon, gets deflected. This line is so good. Get it on Reichel's stick. Let's see him. I want to see him get back to work. Let's see a 2-goal game for Lucas Reichel. All right, let's not get scored on here. Nice. Puck out of the zone. Maroon's skating it out. Making a change. Okay, good. Yeah, holy shit. That would have been a bad turnover. Oh, just sloppy here. No. Oh, gosh. And we're going to give up a penalty at the end of the period. That was so sloppy. That didn't need to happen. Philly's going to be going into the second period with a power play. Not a great way to end the period. That was gross. That was sloppy. Was that Martinez and Allen? Who was that? Yeah, Maroon needs to get that puck out of the zone. You can't be losing the puck against the blue line. But then after that, we had like 2 chances to clear the zone. We didn't. All right, a lot of positives. We're finally trying to play offense. We're letting Reichel get to work and not just keeping him on the bench. Great goal by him. That line was dominant. We've given up some good chances, but hey, we know we've got a great goalie behind us. We should be okay with that, you know. Do you want to go to? Should we go to break?
Yeah, we can take a quick break.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
Little clip from yesterday's podcast with me and Justin.
Roll the podcast, and we'll be back in a bit.
Like 10 minutes.
And then the second intermission, we'll just be here the whole time, chit chatting, hanging out.
Subscribe to this YouTube channel.
We'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
We could talk Ovi. Brett Howden just signed a 5-year extension too with the Golden Knights. We can dig into that here, but let's do the weekend first before we touch on some of the other bits and pieces. 2 games tonight, 15 tomorrow, only 1 on Sunday. I love that, to be honest with you. I do love it. Like I anything above 4 or 5 games, I feel is like, you know, our job being to consume hockey, right? Like that's a lot of games, right? Like that's, you know, and then you get to up to 10 and 15 and like that's like 3 days worth of hockey games for me, right? So I like having, if you're going to do that twice a week to us, like give us a couple of days where there's 1 and 2 games. Like I'm all right with that.
I see your point. I like more balance, like because you go for like these 1 or 2 games to like then 15. It's like, why can't we have like a 5, a 6, a 7? Like, but I understand your point, right? It kind of gives you a break. But for me, it's like I need it constantly, right? It's like a drug. Give me the hockey. But yeah, no, a lot of interesting games this weekend for sure. Saturday should be an absolute cinema day for sure.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at like Avalanche Panthers. That could be an entertaining one.
That's a good
potentially
one.
For sure. I mean, Panthers want to bounce back. They've had a couple of rough games here, most recently against us and the Jets too. So they'll want to bounce back. The Avalanche have been pretty hot lately, looking more like themselves. So that should be pretty back and forth, I think, for sure, that game.
Yeah, I got my eye on Dallas and the Lightning. That should be a big one. You get the original 6 Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings matchup.
Battle of mid there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, somebody's got to get the 2 points, so it'll be interesting to see who. Hockey Night in Canada is Vancouver and Ottawa in the early game, and then the late game is the late one, the Rangers at the Oilers. So that should be a good one too.
Yeah, the Sens got to get going there. They had that hot start, but since then it's been a bit of a struggle. So maybe that's a game that can get going. Canucks kind of starting to they've been struggling a bit. Well, since the Hawks won, they've been struggling a little bit. So maybe the Sens could take advantage there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Besser injury is tough for Vancouver, and
how long's he out?
A few weeks, I think more.
It's not ideal. They have enough injuries as it is too, right? And JT Miller leave of absence. That's a lot of their core guys out. Yeah,
that's gonna hurt. The JT Miller one is gonna hurt too.
Yeah, for sure.
Late game though, Rangers Edmonton. You feeling that one at all or no?
Oh yeah, I mean anytime McDavid's on, you gotta feel it, right? And then the Rangers too. That should be a good game there. I mean, I feel like Oilers every day you watch them, it's like a different team, man. You can never really predict how they're gonna look these days. But Rangers have been pretty consistent, so that'll be a tough one for them. But yeah, I think that should be a pretty entertaining one for sure to end the day. It's a perfect one to seal the deal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly that's the matchup of two teams that should be Stanley Cup contenders.
Oh yeah, that could be your
need to figure it
final
out.
matchup
Yeah,
right there,
it
right?
could be, but I think also those two teams right now are a long ways off from playing. Like the Panthers, sure they dropped 2 in a row and that's fine.
They still look like the Panthers.
Yeah, they still look like
Yeah.
the Panthers.
Yeah.
Some nights like last night, Minnesota goes in there and just does their thing, and Edmonton gets the lucky goal right off the hop, and yeah, just nothing really going other than 97-29, right?
Yeah, and when those two, like, you can't rely on them all the time, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need more contributions from the rest of the lineup. I feel like a lot of those additions they've had haven't really done much. Like, what's Jeff Skinner done? What's Arvidsson done? Like, I've hardly seen them out there. They need those guys to get going. And Hyman hasn't had the season he had last year. Nugent Hopkins has been so mid. I mean,
he's been snake bitten.
Yeah.
Stuart Skinner, too, isn't really doing it for me either.
No, Bouchard's been so inconsistent too, but it's like with David Giroux is the only constant. Even they're not like as dominant as they have been in the past. But I think they'll get there, right? Sometimes they got the slow starts. But David had a slow start last season. He's starting to cook now, but that's not enough though. You need more, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm high on Buffalo too this weekend a little bit. I said it on the morning show, so I'm going to continue to take credit for it. That once Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen gets a good run of games here, like, watch out. The Sabres are going to probably outpace Ottawa, Detroit, Boston right now.
I could see it right now because none of those teams are impressing me right now.
No. And I think UPL has been good. And, the constant back and forth of him and Levi and like, who's the guy? And they want it to be Levi, but UPL has just been flat out better over the last season and a half. And it's not that Devin Levi isn't going to be really good. It's just that UPL is better right now. Like,
Yeah.
And what they did by locking, like, that could be your Allmark, but instead of letting him leave to Boston, you actually held on to him this time, right?
Exactly, right? Learn from your mistakes, right? Yeah.
So pick up some wins, like get a bunch of wins, and they got
gotta beat the Sharks.
Yeah, they play the Ducks tonight and the Sharks tomorrow. Like I would.
Oh, there you go. You can win both those games.
Like James Reimer is the backup for Buffalo now that Devin Levi's in Rochester. How do you not start UPL both games? And
honestly, why not? I mean, the Hawks
unless you want to start Reimer tonight, we can look this up. Actually, I'm sure it's out now on DFO. But because Reimer was on the Ducks earlier in the season, so maybe they start him there. No, they're saying unconfirmed UPL.
Okay. For the Sabres, though, you can't take this Ducks team lightly. I mean, they are 500 just like the Sabres are, and they're a very talented team. So, I mean, if they take a lot out of them, that can make the Saturday game against the Sharks all of a sudden look kind of vulnerable, right? So, he just show up tonight, and because they should come away with 4 points this weekend. They should. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sunday, the only game is Utah in the second half of a back-to-back in Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs. So that should be a pretty entertaining game for that being the only one on the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have one game, that's the one. I actually swapped it. I thought Friday was one game and Sunday, but no, it's Friday 2 games and Sunday 1. But yeah, and Saturday 15. So the hockey guys work cut out for them tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, a lot of other games here that are kind of Stars Lightning. That should be a good one too. I mean, the Stars have looked like themselves, and the Lightning have I've mentioned it before. They've been better than I expected. I thought they'd maybe fall off. I think a lot of people thought they would. Kind of the Vegas of the East, right? People always say, "Oh, this is the year they're going to fall off," and they don't. But just keep it rolling. So. What else?
They get players. Yeah. They do what I feel like the Penguins used to do. They're not really able to do it anymore, but I don't know. You just get these players, these undrafted guys that come up and, I know you traded Mikhail Sergachev and got back Connor Geekie but that guy's learning how to play in the NHL on the fly a little bit and doing it pretty well. But you have a kid like Gage Consalvis who got his first point, and Perbix and some of these guys that just they bring up and they give shots to, and I don't know, they just they stick with these Like it's way better than some of these other teams that try and do that and think that they can. Mitchell Chafee is like a guy, like he's got 8 points in 18 games. I don't even know how that's possible. Mikey Acimont, even though he's been kind of brutal this year, but that guy has played well for them. The Lilleberg guy on defense. Oh, and Darren Radish too.
Taylor's brother. But I think a big storyline going to the season, right, was the Predators and the Lightning, right? Stamkos leaving, like who would be better off, right? And so far, it's been by far the Lightning, right? Because the Predators have tried that, right? They've tried bringing all these big additions to kind of not really replace, but kind of add to the team, and they had the reverse effect. It hasn't really worked out so far. I think Marchessault doesn't even have a 5-on-5 point yet this season. That's kind of insane to think about. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. Yeah, I saw a stat that's like I think he might be the only players played like a certain amount of time and not have a 5-on-5 points. So that's kind of insane. They've all been in the power play, so that's yikes, right? They're dead last in the league, and look at the Lightning. So yeah, so far they're better off.
Vasilevsky's been really good too.
He's looked more like his past self for sure. Yeah, I think he's definitely. If Russia would have an Olympics, I think he'd still be their top guy. I probably may have been wrong about that. I think I said he'd be the third, but no, I think you could argue he would start over, Shesterkin or Sorokin even, maybe, or Bobrovsky.
The rosters for the Four Nations are due in 10 days, so we're gonna know here pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully my boy, hopefully this slow start won't. I think he'll still be on Team Canada. I'd be surprised if he wasn't, but. We'll see. I mean, but just to see how the rest of these rosters look, right, with the U.S. and Canada, I think it's going to be an interesting tournament just to see who's snubbed and who isn't. Yeah, a lot of competition to make this team. I think it's big for 26 Olympics, too, to kind of, insert yourself into that lineup, right?
Yeah. Let's do Ovi first. So it's a broken leg, a fractured left fibula. 4 to 6 weeks, the longest injury of his career, the longest absence. Previous was when he missed 6 games because of an upper body injury from November 4th to the 14th of 2009. That's
kind of insane. This is really the first major. I don't even know if I want to call it. It is a major injury. He's out for a month.
It's a major injury.
Really, yeah, it is. And I think they thought it would be worse, honestly. Like as bad as it is. Like I think 4 to 6 weeks is kind of dodging the bullet from what people thought initially. So, but yeah, this whole career, however long it's been, 19-year career, and this is the longest injury he's had. It just shows you how built he is, and hopefully this doesn't affect. I don't think it will, but he might not get the. We were speculating he might be able to get the goals record this season, but it might have to wait a year with this injury. Maybe not. Maybe he comes back and just goes an absolute tear and still gets it, but that would be asking for a lot, I think.
Speaking of live, that we are right now. Okay. Welcome back to the stream.
There we are.
Currently watching last night's highlights, seeing Sidney Crosby getting a tilt.
With Kyle Connor. They threw some bombs. Crosby was pissed, dude. Threw a couple shots after the refs were breaking it up. He's not happy over there.
You said you had a question to ask me?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
The question I wanted to ask you is, I've been hearing a lot more from, people around the Anaheim Ducks that
This is Zegras talk.
This is Zegras talk, that their front office does not have faith in him. You've mentioned it before a few weeks ago on the show. Is that still a guy you would maybe like to see the Hawks go after?
Oh, yeah.
I think he's looked really good for that. I thought he looked awesome against us on the power play and stuff. I think he's one of the main drivers for their offense. Hasn't gotten the production, but I think definitely a very skilled player.
Anytime you can add more skill into this lineup, I would go ahead and do it.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. Can we move this back like another?
Oh, you want it back a little bit more? Yeah, I can do that.
2 inches, just so that I'm in frame completely. I think that should probably be good.
Yeah, that's looking sexy.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'll move my coat. So unprofessional having my coat in the shot. All right. Good first period. A little sloppy by some of the lines that were not Reichel, Smith, Maroon. Let's keep this energy going in the second, though. Let's not fall apart. I don't want to see them shell up and just play defense and invite the Philly attack. I want to see some energy. Foot on necks. Don't let up. I am still salty about that Bedard shot that hit the post, boys. I will not lie. My over 2.5. I went on the podcast clip was playing. I was just going on hockey Twitter, Blackhawks Twitter, and looking what some of the folks were saying. It's so much fun when we look good. Don't you have to wonder why the Ducks have given up on Zegras?
Yeah, because Pat Verbeek is the GM and Greg Cronin is the coach. And apparently everybody hates Greg Cronin as the coach.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, shocker when you have a locker room full of 20-year-old kids and you bring in, one of the notorious hard asses in the NHL right now.
Yeah. And that team is literally all kids,
Oh, all kids. And Alex Klorin.
Yeah, and a boomer.
And Radko Gudas.
Yeah, and Radko Gudas. I'm not sold on the, Trevor Zegras
is bad.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, definitely that. But just that he's a locker room,
Or even just I don't even buy into the theory that he's a liability out there.
I agree. I just watched him with my own eyes. He looked really good against us. He was probably Anaheim's best player.
Oh, they're showing the clips from the Bedard homecoming.
It's been a rough game. Hawks lucky to be leading 1-0. Yeah, but I'll take this over, just defensive, trench warfare, a Luke Richardson masterclass, I'm okay with giving up a couple opportunities if we're trying to be more aggressive offensively. What's the point of being the worst team in the league if you're not going to at least try to score and then give up some opportunities? I'm okay with that. I think some of the lines were sloppy and we had some bad giveaways, so we can tighten that up without going to the straight defensive mode. The Florida win was nice, but we don't want that to be the only way we win games, is just anaconda choking teams and just holding on for dear life. Nobody wants that. We don't want to see 33-20 shots in favor of the other team every single game. I'm okay with seeing 33-33 shots, we've got great goaltending. It's okay if we lean on it, but at least try to do something offensively.
Wonder what EJ and Weeksy are talking about.
Yeah, the frustration for Bedard is, it's clearly setting in a little bit.
Who are you mocking there, Weeksy or EJ Radic?
Just either of them. Look, Bedard is clearly a talented player. This is what happens when 19-year-olds are thrusted into the... I don't know. I think of Look, the kid's 19. What he's done has been unbelievable.
0 goals in his last 12 games, including Saturday.
Yeah.
23 shots, -4.
Do you like EJ?
EJ Radic, honestly, I will take a few minutes here before this game starts. I don't know that a lot of people in hockey media have done more to grow the sport in here in the U.S. than EJ Radic have done. That guy hosted his own show every day, Monday to Friday, 1 hour. It was called NHL Today or something like that.
Yep, on the NHL Network. Yeah. I grew up watching, when the Blackhawks were good. I would throw him on every day.
He did so much for, making the World Juniors popular here and making people care about that and explaining it to people who don't really understand why that's important to hockey, the overall picture of hockey. And, hey, you're watching these kids that are going to be in the NHL in a year or even 6 months, So EJ Radick has done an unbelievable amount for hockey, actually.
I'm glad you love him too.
I love him.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
And he does play-by-play sometimes. Like he did the play-by-play for the Global Series games over there for the NHL Network. And he's actually pretty good at it. Yeah.
He knows puck. Dude, yeah, I remember I would watch his show all the time. And they would just replay his show over and over. And I would watch it. I would just keep watching his show when the Blackhawks were good and they were in the playoffs.
And he did NHL Tonight too.
Yeah.
With them.
And I was just at home. I would just watch him all day. All right. Philly. Sorry. The second period started. Philly is on the power play. Yeah. That got out of the zone, right? Nice. Offsides. Philly. Taking this draw outside the zone. I have a son the same age as Bedard. I can't be too hard on him. Yeah. That's real talk. He is a child. That's what Tassos and I were talking during the break. Just some of these like people who follow the Hawks, but like not that closely, that have been a little like the sky is falling with Bedard. It's like, what are you guys talking about? He's a kid. He's a little boy. Like, relax.
Lee at 19 was a wild animal.
I was a freak, you know? Let alone playing in the show.
Also, is your son a fan of the podcast?
Yeah, tell your son to subscribe too.
Oh, breakaway.
Breakaway. Mikheyev. In alone. Miss. Right in the pads.
That guy beats it into a square, man. Like he beats the puck into a square.
he is not an offensive like dude. He is a liability in the offensive zone.
Nothing like a breakaway with nothing on you and shoving it right into the pillows.
It is pretty cool that you can like have a career in the NHL and like make money and provide for your family with that. I don't even have to finish that. Anyway, 33 seconds left on the power play. Vlasic wins it. Shocker. He's a fucking... Oh, my gosh. Vlasic's so good. Shot on. Oh, my gosh. Juicy rebound. Vlasic's got to get back or off the ice here. 3-on-2 for Philly. He gets back. We should be fine here. Misses the net. Nice. Oh, Philly's able to keep the puck in the zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. Teravainen hawking right now. Uh-oh. Martinez gets the puck out of the zone. That is it for the Blackhawks. Penalty kill. A successful kill. Should have scored. Unfortunately not. He's into rugby. All right. Fair enough. Shout out your son. Shout out your rugby playing son. Also, let's not forget how long it took Hughes, McKinnon, Lafreniere, etc. to get really... Dude,
Lafreniere's still figuring it out.
Dude, Lafreniere... No, but Lafreniere,
know,
like...
I'm just kidding.
You know, like, I've used that as an example, too. It's like, everyone thought that was a bust, you know? But now it's like, he could still end up being, you know, one of, if not the best player from that draft. So it's like, yeah. Hughes had a couple of really frustrating early seasons, like... Yeah. This Blackhawks team is bad. The Flyers goalie is the Belarusian kid.
Yeah, Alexei Kolosov. I can do a little
Kolosov. Yeah,
I can do a little bit on him here in a second. So he
TSO.
made his NHL debut this season. One of those Flyers goalies, you know, because they also have Fedotov in there and they're paying him the big bucks.
Yeah.
And he's older than Kolosov. He's got like 5 or 6 years on Alexei Kolosov. But Kolosov played over in the KHL a little bit. The Flyers brought him over. And he had something in his contract.
We're going on the penalty kill again, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Continue.
important. No, I want to pull up exactly about this kid because it's kind of interesting. He had a clause in his contract that if he wasn't up playing with the Flyers by like 2 months into the season, that he could go back and play in the KHL.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, Philly's season is kind of, you know, struggled with the goaltending, I would say. And yeah, so they're giving him the games now, but he's only 22. Like, this guy's still really young.
All right. Hawks penalty kill looking good again.
He is 0-4 though. However, in his first 4 NHL games, so
17th place PK in the league, not too shabby. About to be 16th after this one. I shouldn't have said that. That was stupid. Why did I say that? They're gonna score now. Bless you. And Mikheyev gets it out of the zone. Dude, I'm not going to lie. When Mikheyev goes on a break, let's just dump it in. Like, let's just dump it. Let's get slow it down, get a cycle going. We don't need a Ilya Mikheyev breakaway. Uh-oh. Is that Michkov?
Nice save.
A really good save by Mrazek. 40 seconds still left on the power play. Philly finally getting some sustained pressure here, cycling the puck a little bit. Is that Tavo and Figgy out there? Yeah. Keeping our box structure here. Nice. Foligno just hounding. Veteran move, too, to not try to force it to get out there. Take the puck behind the net. Chew up a couple more seconds. 3 seconds left on this Allen minor. Ooh. Bad turnover there by Martinez. He's had a couple this game. Nice, strong play there. Is that Allen? Just coming out of the box. And that's icing. All right. Ice the puck, but killed 2 back-to-back power plays. And now we're going to get ours. Don't worry. We'll get ours. Are they just showing Michkov highlights right now? It would be really nice to see Bedard get something going here, boys. I'm not going to lie to you. Uh-oh. Philly's in again. Either misses or Mrazek gets a piece of it. Can't tell because can't listen. Tassos played hockey growing up.
So did Justin.
Justin Lynch also played hockey growing up. I don't even know how to skate.
We're gonna teach Lee how to play hockey.
We're gonna teach me how to play hockey. I'm nasty at floor hockey. Tassos doesn't believe me, but I am.
No, I'd still kick your butt in floor hockey though.
My whole extended family played hockey. My dad played collegiate hockey. So, and then
that's right. Where did your dad play?
Drake University.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was like D3 then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'd play a bunch of D1 schools. They play Iowa and shit.
Iowa's not a D1 school.
Oh.
But then close. Yeah.
I just mean they played bigger schools other than Wichita State, Midwest college hockey. So my mom's from the city of Chicago. And her older brothers played, and just their whole family grew up watching the Blackhawks, being Blackhawks fans. So it was kind of just a thing. My whole family, from when I could remember. I remember going to soccer games when I was 7, 8, and my dad being man, these Blackhawks, this guy Patrick Kane, every time he gets on the puck, it's he's going to score. So just, since I could remember, just watching the Blackhawks, my favorite sports team, despite never playing. I'm a big sports fan in general. But yeah, the Blackhawks are definitely my favorite sports team. I'm a big soccer guy. Really like football too. UFC.
Did they ask what other sports you were into?
No, I'm just
chirping you. I'm just chirping you.
What about you, Tassos? Any other sports you like?
I like lacrosse. I would say lacrosse is my number 2. I know it's kind of an out there number 2.
That's crazy.
At least to play it is certainly my number 2. I like watching baseball sometimes during the baseball season. I'm a Blue Jays fan, so I like watching the Blue Jays, but I won't turn on a Reds Royals matchup, in the middle of July.
Yeah,
but
I don't do that either unless
I like some good baseball. College football, college basketball.
Baseball's way too boring for me, unless I have action on the game or like the Cubs are good. If the Cubs are good, I'll watch.
Shout out Ryan. Heck yeah. I played goalie in lacrosse.
Hell yeah.
That's an insane.
Yeah.
Like I loved it, dude, though. I loved it so much.
Yeah, I grew up, I played soccer. And so I had a lot of friends that like played football and stuff, and they would slander me and call me mean names. But I was a shit talker. All right, let's get to work here, shall we?
Can we get a look at the clock, please?
Yeah, all right. I don't even know where we're at. We're currently looking at Ryan Donato. All right, 13:35.
Okay.
Hawks still lead 1-0. Icing coming up here on Philadelphia. Let's win a draw here. Let's win a draw in the ozone.
Man, those numbers between Harrison and the other goalies, holy.
Wow.
7 quality starts for Sam Ersson versus 2 for every other Flyers netminder.
It's not great. Belarusian. Uh-oh. Philly with a really good play there. Another great stop by Mrazek. We're starting to turtle a little bit. We need to do something offensively here. Bedard's back out there. He's on an island up there.
Field lacrosse also, Ryan. There was no box lacrosse scene in South Florida. So I've always wanted to try box lacrosse because it's so similar to hockey, but I've never gotten the chance to do it.
I don't even know.
One of our producers here is actually a big box lacrosse guy, though. Spencer, huge box guy.
Oh. All right, Teravainen, Hall trying to jam it in. Kolosov covers up. 12:30 left in the second. Tavo, Hall, Bedard.
This game is going to give Alexei Kolosov the confidence to go on to a Hall of Fame and National Hockey League career.
Not if he loses to the 2024 Blackhawks. Yeah, we want to see Hall get to work. As we stated before, probably going to be a trade piece towards the end of the deadline. All right, so now this is the Dickinson. Is Bedard out there again with them? No, so now Donato's out there on this line. So he mixed up the lines again, it looks like. We'll see if this is going to be a permanent thing for the rest of the game. Yep, some line juggling here. Yep. Shocker. It's frustrating, man. You know, it's you guys probably saw I don't know if you guys saw the quote yesterday, Bedard saying, telling the media that he feels like he's just been bad and has 100 things he can be doing better. It's not, it's sad to hear him this depressed. I think the constant line juggling is not. They threw him on the shutdown line, and it's like if you either keep that or, keep him with Dickinson and then throw another offensive threat on that line instead of Joey Anderson. But he hasn't done that. And so now it looks like he's going to be playing with Tavo and Hall, which I guess could be solid. Let's see, but Donato was almost through on a breakaway. Kolosov's forced to play it because Donato was going to be the first to get there. Philly almost with an offsides there. Win it. Get the puck out of the zone. Mikheyev on the forecheck. So Foligno, Bertuzzi, and Mikheyev. Still. Oh, weird bounce there. Like to see him get that shot on the net. I think that got out of the zone. Yeah, offsides. .38 left in the second. Blackhawks lead 1-0. Shots 15-9 in favor of the Philadelphia Flyers. This period's been a little less inspiring than the first. I know I don't understand the line juggling when you're up, when you're winning, you know? I think now he's like thinking too much about Bedard, and it's like you just got to let these guys play, man. Because like if you're shuffling the lines, it's Philly with a couple of shots in front of the net. Mrazek is a stone wall right now. That was like 3 shots there. I mean, Mrazek's just playing out of his head today. Another absolute monster game from our goaltender. But what I was saying is when you're shuffling lines, you are subconsciously telling, the players on those lines in your team that, something is not going right. And it's like you're winning, I don't think continuing to shuffle the lines is something you should be doing in a spot like this. It's like you put Bedard on a line with Dickinson and Anderson. You know what you're getting. You're putting him with 2 defensive players. Dickinson more so obviously than Anderson. Dickinson's got a great shot and some offensive prowess. Dickinson's been like probably besides our goaltenders, low-key our best player this season. But Joey Anderson, it doesn't give Bedard much to work with. So, if you're going to play him with that. Reichel's in again. Oh, just shoots wide. Oh, my gosh. Reichel with another grade A opportunity. Back to him. They scored again. Maroon. Let's go. This line is disgusting. They're just so dominant. This line looks so good. Obviously, would have loved to see Reichel score on that breakaway, but, man, Maroon. The big rig, baby.
John Tortorella's
fuming over there on the bench. Love to see that. Love to see Torts losing his mind. Was that pass? Yeah, another great pass from Maroon to set up Reichel. And then that's awesome. It's awesome to see. After you miss an opportunity, nobody would put their head down. Right back to work. Great play by Smith there to get that back to Maroon. And then the backhand. Probably was trying to get that over to Reichel. That's what guys should do. I mean, that's such a veteran play. Just right into the pads so that if the goalie makes the save, your guy's right there for the rebound. Great play.
Just shovel it to the net.
Yep, shovel it to the net. Good things happen when you get the puck on net, I've heard. All right, now let's not get scored on right away here. Bedard, Teravainen, and Hall out there now. Yeah, they get the puck out of the zone. It's like, okay, if this is your line, stick with it, Stick with it, please.
Do you see what's at the top of the board here? Flyers have a -17 goal differential in the second period, worst in the NHL.
Oh, wow. Teravainen trying to get the puck across. He's got it down low again, working the puck up top. Shot from the point, blocked. Down low to Hall. He should have let that go for Bedard. I think is there a stick on the ice there? It looked weird. Brody loses the board battle. Flyers get out of the zone. You would have liked to see a shot there. Dickinson, Anderson, Donato line back out there. So now it's like I wonder what the order of these lines are. Like, is this the first line?
I feel like this is the second line, even though it probably should be the third.
I mean, the fourth line should be the first line from how we're playing today. That line is clicking. I can feel Tort's ulcer from here. An ulcer? Maybe like an aneurysm. I think an ulcer is something you get in your stomach.
Prospects Challenge, little commercial. CHL versus USA, Ooh. Tuesday at 7. That's actually exciting.
Fun stuff.
They're changing. That used to be the CHL Top Prospects game, and now it's Team CHL versus the U.S. National Team Development Program.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, dude. Probably be at least half the first round in those games.
Who do you guys think is the best player on the Hawks? It honestly might be Mrazek. Are you asking like this season or today?
I think he meant this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not say, our goaltending. It's like the only two players that have been consistent, honestly, have been Sodi and Mrazek.
Right now, though? Who do you think right now?
Today.
Yeah. I mean, Mrazek still. Or
yeah,
Reichel's.
Mrazek or Reichs, yeah. Maroon. Yeah.
This is the first game where I've been super impressed with Lucas Reichel.
Yeah. I'm so glad I said that right before he scored.
Yeah, you did call that.
Now I can look like a genius complaining about how he hasn't been playing much and that he's looked like one of our best offensive players. Who's the last Flyers player to finish runner-up for the Calder Memorial Trophy?
Ooh.
Like Mike Richards or something?
If you're right, that'd be crazy.
I'm trying to think.
I'm going to get an answer to their trivia question before they share it.
Right now. I'd say Mrazek or Reichel. Both have been playing unbelievably today. It's fucking 1. Did you find that answer?
I just did, actually. It was Shane Gostisbehere.
Shane Gostisbehere.
It was the last Flyers player to finish.
I should have guessed that.
Do you know who he finished second to? Who are they playing, big guy?
Artemi Panarin.
Yes, sir. Artemi Panarin.
Nice. 25-year-old Artemi Panarin. Philly. Another great save by Mrazek. I mean, how many 2-on-1s or just straight breakaways has Mrazek saved today? He's been unreal, dude. He has been so good. And this is one that Philly's going to get some garbage goal in the third, and we're not going to get a shutout. But Mrazek is playing out of his fucking gourd today. Another stop. Mrazek,
174 wins, 4th most amongst Czech-born goaltenders.
Wow.
Also, another guy who's been beating it into a square lately is Joel Farabee on the Flyers.
Yeah.
That guy is king of beating it into a square lately.
Not inspiring.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. No, not inspiring. Alec Martinez's speed getting back is not inspiring either, and the Flyers almost score. Martinez is having a stinker of a game.
How did that one not go in the net?
I don't know. How did it go out of play is what I'm wondering. I think maybe the pass had to have been deflected here. Nope. Yeah. Mikheyev absolutely bailing Alec Martinez out there. And that's why Luke Richardson loves Ilya Mikheyev, in case anyone's wondering. Plays just like that. And you got to give it to him. That was a phenomenal back check there. All right, 7:18 left in the second. Shots 22-11 in favor of the Flyers. Blackhawks win the face-off. Great work by the broadcast there to show us that face-off. Get this line off the ice, please. This line has been uninspiring. He just, Luke Richardson loves to see the team that we're playing have the puck in our zone and just have some grinders out there blocking shots. That's like, if we could spend the entire game doing that, Luke Richardson would choose to do that. Please, let's get this puck out of the zone and make a change and play some offense here. Bertuzzi is just like... I would never say that a line has zero chance to score, but this line, Bertuzzi, Mikheyev, Foligno, has zero chance to score a goal. All right. Our big dogs are back out there. Let's find Reichel's stick here. Let's find his tape. Big Rig wins the puck, and we're back off to the races. Let's see it. Can we keep him in here? Nice forecheck. Dude, this line. Great win. Maroon works it over. Shot from the point. Big Rig in front of the net. They're just doing everything right, this line. Everything right. Nothing there for Philly. Every time this line gets out on the ice, they stretch him out. Five minutes, 27 seconds left in the second. Great play, defensive play by Vlasic. Gets Tavo going forward. Slows it down. Looks for Hall. Over to Bedard. No, that's not Bedard. That was Vlasic. It's like the most opposite heights. Just confused a 6'4" defenseman for a 5'9" forward. My fault. Oh, man. I want to see that line get something going. That was such a good play by Mikheyev. Holy shit. Oh, man, what a play. What are the announcers saying, boys? Leads team with a +4 rating. Yeah, that's why Luke Richardson just absolutely loses his marbles over that guy. Shot from the point, nobody in front of the net. That's a problem with that line, you know, with Taylor Hall, Connor Bedard, and Teuvo Teravainen. Who's going to the net, you know? Who's getting in front of the goalie on that line? The answer is nobody. Is if you were wondering the answer to that trivia question. They haven't been able to get much going. 4:47 left, going to commercial break. Yeah, I don't know. So now he's now completely mixed. He's flipped Bedard to a new line again. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, you can't keep doing that. You gotta play the kid with the same two people for a couple games. I've seen different people on Twitter point out a couple of lines they'd like to see, but it's like the main point is just keeping him with the same guys, and like guys that make sense. Like I like him on the wing with Dickinson. I'm good with that. Why is Joey Anderson on that line? Like, why are you trying to keep it as the shutdown line and then just throw Bedard on the shutdown line? Here you go, buddy. You're struggling offensively. Now you're going to be in for all the defensive zone draws. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, chat. I don't like it, personally, that Bedard's in the defensive zone all the time when he's struggling to score goals. It's hard to score goals from your own side of the ice. But now he's with a completely new line, and they don't have any chemistry together, because I don't think this three. I don't think we've seen this combination like at all this season. Hall, Teravainen, Bedard. which we probably should have because they all want to possess the puck, you know. But yeah, I think the struggle is going to be like who's going to be the guy going to the dirty areas and stuff. Point leaders this season among rookies: Stankoven and Michkov, both with 15. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun. This is gonna be a fun Calder race. You know, there's gonna be like fans, of course, being like, it should absolutely be Michkov, or you know, like they're gonna. But it's like, dude, I don't know. Some of these other guys are. And Celebrini's not up there because he missed some time, but I'm sure by the end of the season, it's gonna end up being pretty close. He'll be up there too. Oh, Hall almost with the steal, the takeaway along their blue line. Bedard going for a jump ball. 4:16 left in the second. Connor Murphy's got it behind his own net. Shoots the puck up to Teravainen, who dumps it in for Taylor Hall. Nice. Bedard with, looking for Joey Anderson there. Which is, it sucks when you have to say Bedard looking for Joey Anderson there. It's not ideal. Thoughts on Kirsch being scratched again? Obviously, I personally don't love it because I'm a big Khrushchev fan. But the question was kind of who are you going to take out? Like he loves the Joey Anderson on that Dickinson line, so it's not going to be him. And obviously, it's good that it wasn't Pat Maroon because he's looked awesome